Hello, this is Charo of the Geek at Speaketh. Welcome to my channel. Just a brief intro about myself. I've been a technology trainer for 25 years. I've also been a systems engineer and mobile app developer for 20 years. My most used programming languages are Java Enterprise, Android, which is still Java, and Go. And that's where this idea comes in, or rather, that's what this video comes in. The aim here is to create a series of videos that will hopefully help IT students see how to apply what they've learned. What better way to learn a language than to build actual products? One of the wonderful platforms available that help do exactly this is the education ecosystem. As you can see, the platform, well, as it said there, as you can see, the platform teaches college students and professionals how to build certain projects based on their language of choice. Now, I've conducted boot camps. So let me just show you the projects that are here. So you can actually see here that there are featured projects like how to retopologize high poly game assets. I'm not sure with Avid Art. Uh, I'm not really sure what language that they're using here or what software they're using here. But as you can see, you could choose a category. Let's say if you're trying to learn PHP, then there are projects here which show you um, how to implement PHP as, let's say, a student management system or a hotel booking web app and so forth. Okay. Then there's also something on, let's say, you want to be more specific, you want to know all about data sciences, you want to know how to apply what you've learned using InDesign, if you how to apply something in artificial intelligence and so forth. Um, so uh, this is where the idea of my video also comes in. Now, I've conducted boot camps in two companies over the past years. Both of them use Java. So during those boot camps, we used case studies so that learners can apply what they've learned. Okay? So those case studies, here's an example, or here are some of those case studies which I've been able to collate. Well, this time around, I'll be using Go as well as some other technologies that some of you may not be familiar with, but we've been using that at work for at least 5 years now. I'll see if I can make a similar uh, a similar set of videos uh, wherein we create the same project in Java once I finish the Go version. But for now, we're just going to be using Go, and I'm also going to talk through the case study that we'll be using for this series of videos, which is Nuts About Candy. Okay, now a little bit of history about Nuts About Candy. Back around 2012 to 2014 or 2013, I was a Java trainer for this little edutech startup called NovaEd. And during my time there in teaching Java to a bunch of college students, mostly juniors and seniors, we created this shopping cart case study. So Nuts About Candy is an online simulates an online storefront uh, that sells nuts and candies, which is the reason why it's called Nuts About Candy. Uh, so I was able to get a copy of this quite recently and decided, okay, let me just change it up a bit, add a couple of features, add a feature and add a rule and so forth. So uh, there's pretty much a lot of features here which are typical in a shopping cart or typical in any shopping website like Amazon and so forth. So you have here, there's inventory, there's the shopping cart itself. Okay, so we have here the inventory, which is, about adding new items, adding new stocks, adding new categories, and modifying things as they go along. And then you have your shopping cart there. You have cashier, the cashier feature, which is checkout, and then you have the login feature for both admin and for a regular user. And then there is supposed to be as well a series of reports that have to be created. So there's a description here on how Nuts About Candies works. This is pretty much, again, like a real case study, pseudo case study for that matter. So you have Jen's business is called Nuts About Candies. Her store buys imported nuts and candies in bulk, repackages them, and then sells them in smaller packages. The products itself are packaged and priced as follows. So if I have any former students who are looking at this right now, it looks much more polished than what they remember. I had to fix all of that now. So there are categories, there are products, just like any other store. And there are notes like, these are the business rules. What is the minimum delivery fee? Will they be charged for anything over 500 grams? Do you get free delivery? So like have their Jen gives free delivery for any purchase greater than or equal to 5,000 pesos, and so on and so forth. Okay. So that's your Nuts About Candy, the project that we'll be doing for the next few episodes that I'll be creating. The next video will be talking about, or I'll be showing how to set up the developer space or the project space that we'll be using to create this system. Uh, so hopefully you can join me for that. In the meantime, be safe, have fun, and